Hey everyone, still at VMware, but now with Kit Colbert, a 13-year veteran at VMware. Kit, you're now the CTO of Cloud Platform at VMware.
Yep.
You do everything with CNA, cloud native apps. Can you talk us a little bit about integrated containers and Project Photon that we're working on?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of exciting things happening in the cloud native space. We've been talking since last year about both vSphere integrated containers and Photon platform. And so we're excited to announce that these technologies are now coming out to be generally available. And so vSphere integrated containers, as you know, is really a part of vSphere. And so with the vSphere 6.5 launch we just announced here in Barcelona, vSphere integrated containers will be part of that. And so the key idea here is really for folks who use vSphere, who want to leverage and extend what they already have, and the whole operational model they have in order to run applications in production, they can now really seamlessly extend that to containerized applications. We see a lot of customers running into challenges with how they actually run this stuff in production and do so in a way that's tractable, leveraging the tooling and skill set they already have. And so vSphere integrated containers just makes it super easy for that.
Yeah, easy step up basically from traditional virtual machines into the integrated containers.
Yep.
Photon, I think, is a step above that. If you have Greenfield, it's a little bit more focused on cloud native apps only.
Yeah, so we do see some customers who are looking to build out a Greenfield infrastructure silo specifically for cloud native apps. And the reason they want to do that is that they are fully embracing the distributed architecture these cloud native apps bring, and they want to also evolve their operational model. So that means that physical hosts no longer are necessarily always available. They might be going down at any moment, and it's up to the application team to figure out how to deal with that, right? And if you look at kind of the lessons that folks like Google and Twitter and Facebook have learned in how they architect their high-scale data centers, they're doing a lot of these same patterns. And so some of our more mature, more advanced customers are starting to look into this as well. The problem for them, though, is when they start looking at different infrastructure options, they find that it's fairly challenging and somewhat immature in that space. And so that's exactly why we're producing Photon Platform. So Photon Platform leverages some of the components of the SCDC, such as ESX, NSX, and Virtual SAN. But instead of using vCenter, we use a new control plane called Photon Controller. And that really brings all those three components together to enable much more elastic, much higher scale infrastructure that is really targeted at cloud native apps.
So we're sort of giving them the easy button to a similar infrastructure to Facebook, Google, all of those companies.
That's a great point. You look at any of these companies, Google and so forth, and they have thousands of PhDs and so forth, and most enterprises don't have that sort of money to invest like that. And so what we're doing is really industrializing the innovations that Google and so forth came up with, and really fundamentally I think enabling enterprises to deliver that what's now a public cloud experience on premises to the development teams and the application teams.
Perfect. You mentioned operationalizing. Security is a big theme here at VMworld, and obviously security needs to be happening in containers as well, whether it's Photon or VIC.
Yep.
What are you guys doing in terms of security? Maybe hooking up into NSX or using native vSphere capabilities?
Yeah, across the board. So let's start off on the vSphere integrated container side. So there with vSphere 6.5, we're talking a lot about security and encryption capabilities. The ability to encrypt VMs now, so their disks are encrypted. And with vSphere integrated containers, you can take advantage of all that. NSX is another really important piece, as you mentioned. And so we're doing deep integration between Photon Platform and NSX to be able to deliver, whether it's Pivotal Cloud Foundry or Kubernetes or any other application framework, you can now leverage the security capabilities of NSX that's integrated with Photon Platform.
Great. So all the benefits of microsegmentation, sort of zero trust environments, but now fully capable of flexibility of the integrated containers or Photon.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that sounds like a no-brainer to me for any customer who wants to try this. Obviously, we're coming out with vSphere 6.5. Photon's going to come out. So be sure to try it. Go to the website and make sure you get access to all of that software. Thanks very much, Kit.
Thank you so much.